2,
3,
4.
5.
Hi, my name is Catherine McMurray, and today I'll be giving my speech on business in China versus the United States. Imagine going to a business meeting and being greeted with, "Have you eaten?" instead of a typical greeting. According to Martin and Cheney in Passport to Success, in China being asked, "Have you eaten?" is similar to being asked, "How are you?" in the United States. Regardless, the answer is always yes. This is just one example of how the United States is differently run versus China. It is very important to understand the standard operations of businesses in different countries to be respectful and successful when engaging with a new culture. Today I'll explain the differences between business customs in the United States versus China. To begin, we need to understand why international business is so important and how it affects us. Social blunders are caused by a lack of knowledge and a lack of information on other cultures' customs. According to the Journal of International Marketing, most international business blunders are caused by misinformation. Being informed on other countries' business practices is very important, especially because international business is growing at an exponential rate. McCarty and Smith of Business Horizons say, "International commerce creates better paying jobs, increase in company profits and local public revenues, and stimulates purchases from local suppliers. International business is pivotal to the success of the United States business, and the only way to be successful is to be informed." China's business is conducted very differently, but both parties want the same result: profit. This commonality is a uniting force to breach any social gap, any differences that they have. Now I'm going to share more on the specific details of China's business customs. China's business is very different from the US in 3 ways: behavior, meetings, and eating rituals. Behavior is one of the ways in which China is different than the United States. In China, loud voices of any kind are considered extremely rude, and humor is only acceptable in certain situations, and applause is always welcomed. Meetings in China also run a little differently than in the United States. They will begin with small talk and tea rather than rushing into any kind of business. Rushing into any kind of business would be impolite and probably not get you very far in business with the Chinese. Conducting yourself carefully and being aware of yourself is very important when doing business with the Chinese. It is important not to discuss business over meals. This would be very rude and impolite. You should also not refuse any foods that they offer you. That would be very important to your business deal. According to Martin and Cheney in Passport to Success, China is the 3rd largest export in the United States, and with that, it's one of the greatest resources that they have, and it's very important to cultural differences. In conclusion, international business can be challenging but rewarding. China is very involved in the United States businesses, which is why it's so important to understand their business customs and their culture. China and US may be very different, but again, they have the same end result. Although they have so many differences, we must understand and acknowledge these differences to make a better relationship between the 2 countries, to have better business relationships. This will help to avoid social blunders and maintain a great relationship between the countries. Thank you.